What does Overwatch need in 2025? It's very easy to compare Overwatch to Marvel Rivals and be like, they need more heroes, they need new maps and new game modes. But ultimately, I think what Overwatch needs more than any than that is a strong sense of identity. I think that's what Marvel Rivals has done relatively well, is that they've put their feet in, we're gonna be super silly, we're gonna be super imbalanced, we're gonna be super messy, we're gonna let hero bans kind of balance the game for us, and we're just gonna be explosive and fun. While that may be good for a more casual game, I don't think necessarily Overwatch has to replicate that. They just need to replicate an identity at all. Overwatch has consistently struggled with whether they want to balance and design for more competitive side of things or whether they want to balance and design for more casual side of things. And it's okay to have noob characters in your game. It's okay to have more complex characters in your game. But what really is the end goal of all these design and balance decisions? And for Overwatch, they don't really always seem to have an answer for that. I hope in 2025, we don't just see new content and fresh ideas in Overwatch. Overall, I think 2024 Overwatch has done a much better job, but historically, they don't have the greatest reputation for this. Double shield metas, mercy metas, Moira metas, and even in Overwatch 2, we've had metas with Malga, Orisa, and even Bastion. And so there's a lot of trust for the balance team to be re-earned on this front. What does
Overwatch doesn't need new heroes, even though I've actually spoken with very high up people before, and the #1 driver of new players, returning players, metrics, social media, engagement across the board is new hero releases. It's not close. There's nothing they've ever done in the history of the game that's ever come close to that. Stadium potentially could do that, but never. They've literally never been able to do anything before to get new players / get current players / get returning players to come back and play the game. What does Overwatch truly need? A revolution. It needs not just it needs its identity, correct? But what is that identity? Overwatch doesn't know what its identity is. Neither does the players. Hell, I think the characters in the game don't know what their identity is anymore. So how do you fix that? You tell the story of what their identity is. You tell people what the identity is. What's the best way to do that? Oh, I don't know. Maybe some cinematics. Maybe an anime. Maybe a continuation of the story. Maybe they just maybe what if they've just run into a wall where they just don't know what to do with the whole Omnic shit, right? Like the whole Omnic Talon thing, they might have just ran into a wall. They might have just wrote themselves into a point where they just don't know what to do. And don't forget, they also have a whole new team and they keep things up, right? Like there's like a notorious thing where like Kiriko is like age is so far off. Like she apparently grew up with Genji and Hanzo or something, but she's like 15 years younger. Like how the f is that possible, right? Maybe even like a little soft reset, you know? Give it a little soft reset where it's like you can still have them all have their same identity, but just start the story over. Just retell the story in its own way. Like keep some things the same, right? Obviously like what Overwatch is, what they're trying to do, but like maybe just like if they're so like if they've tied themselves into a knot where they just don't know what to do and they're afraid, just reset the lore and rebuild. At least as long as you have an idea and as long as you have something that you have a vision for, do it. Just go for it. Stop being afraid. That's the #1 thing. And I gotta say, after Spotlight, I think they do actually know this. I don't think they're afraid anymore. I think they've been afraid for years. And if you've watched the way the Overwatch team has ever reacted to stuff, like they always react like knee-jerk kind of to things. And I'm not saying that's wrong, they should do that, but they gotta have a vision too. So he is right. They need to have an identity, but I think even more than that. It's more than an identity if it's a competitive game, is it a casual game. I think just having a vision for what they want. On the basis of casual versus competitive, I feel like I've seen the light. I feel like the casual way is the way to go. Long term. I think like you're always going to have the hyper competitive players and they're always going to bitch and complain no matter how good things are. We've seen it in Rivals already. Don't get me wrong. Certain things can't run amok, right? Like you can't have characters that just like completely dumpster the entire game. Like for example, Brig of Overwatch 1, right? Like you can't do that. That's not allowed. Like that's like an extreme, right? That's like the extreme. That doesn't mean you don't do balance at all. It's not that you shouldn't do balance at all. You should. And actually Rivals recently did a bunch of balance changes for their more like flex DPS type of characters, which are like your Mr. Fantastics, your Human Torch. And they changed them in very weird ways. Like they just changed like percentages and they changed like 5 damage per hit, like small things. And all of a sudden they're all extremely strong, right? Like they didn't just have to buff all the numbers to the moon. They just like uniquely changed the way they interact with other characters. It was like, for example, Iron Fist, they changed his percentage based damage and like they give him percentage-based damage versus your health bar, but then they also took away base damage. So like the kill time for a tank and a support is the exact same, but now he has like a niche and he has something he's good at. And they also changed like the way you can like reset your cooldowns faster. And so like it gives you more skill expression and gives you more pressure, but also doesn't make it oppressive for like your bronze, silver, gold players. It's really unique. It's very interesting. How Overwatch would do that, I'm not sure, because I actually don't even know how Rivals does it, to be honest with you. I've been trying to learn as we've been going. I've been just keeping up with it, but I've been sitting there kind of going like, I don't know how that change is going to work out. Like, I don't even understand how they did that. Like, how did they come up with these numbers? And then it works out great. I'm like, whoa, these guys know what they're doing. Overall, I agree with Spilo's statement. They just have to have a vision. Also, by the way, chat, don't forget, the only way you can get more of this content is by submitting it into my Discord. Cool TikToks you see, ridiculous TikToks you see, good takes, bad takes, funny, stupid, whatever it might be. Mods will look through it. Make sure it's not going to get me banned /DMCA'd, and then I'll look at them on stream, because I'm only one pair of hands /eyes, so without you, this type of content would not be possible. So, more of it, that's how you get it.
Can someone explain how this happened?
What just happened?
Can someone explain how this happened?
I need a replay code to really know. But I'm trying to see if there's like anyone on their team that could have... You might have got Junkrat mined? Maybe Junkrat mine at the second you jumped out? Because like technically you have a couple frames where you can't get damaged on the eject. Like you can't die. So maybe you got hit by a Junkrat mine at the same time, so you didn't take any damage, but you just went straight up. That's actually kind of sick, though.
May's rainy day weapon has a frog on it that looks around. The frog on her head also moves, and she has another in the tank on her back. One Punch Man Doomfist's cape now turns gold, jade, and galactic if you
Wasn't this like a bug? Did they fix this?
use those variants. Kiriko's rainy skin has umbrellas for the kunais. Zayada's mythic skin
Wait, that's
has
sick.
little moons for his harmony and discord orbs. You can now view May's Snowball in the hero gallery. Some of the skins like Celestial or Beekeeper are really cute. When Lifeweaver was
Wait, that's
released,
so
we had
cool.
a passive called Parting Gift, which is sort of back as a perk, but it uses a different model this time. Brigida's hero
Am I crazy? Or was this
but it uses a different
the version teammates saw, and then the actual petal... Stop saying yes when I say that. And then like the enemy saw a different version. When it first came out, it's his seed. Relax, watch out, okay? Careful. Second off, remember when he first came out, I thought maybe there was a version that your teammates saw and a version the enemy saw. I might be misremembering. I'd have to go check the archives to see. Because like it's a different model, but I feel like I had seen this before. It didn't feel new to me. It's his ult, just bigger, I think.
model this time. Brigida's hero gallery description was changed to a placeholder about gladiators, so people think we're getting a sword hero in future. A bunch of old skins, mostly mythics, have new ult voice lines.
Personne ne résiste à mon charme.
Including Lilith Moira.
Surrender to your mother.
Rose Mag
Do you think they're going to redo some of the older mythics because, like, they've gotten more aggressive? Flats, you are right. Do we have proof that I'm right? I'd love proof if I'm right. I love having proof if I'm right.
Majesty Mercy now has petals falling from her wings. This venture
Oh, that's cool.
is a reference to Gurren Lagann. Souvenirs are now rare quality, down from epic, which is pretty nice since loot boxes are back. One of Bastion's perks is called Lindholm Explosives, which is Torbjorn's family name. Zayana's mythic has a voice line for Circuit Royale.
This place smells of gold and silver. It whets my appetite.
That's a crazy voice line. All right, next. Oh. Where are my heels? The scenario me and bro are in. The nano is so real. Nice. That's real. Dude, I've been forced to play a lot more support recently, and this is real. This hits different.
Oh, excuse me. Can you venture voice ulti?
Yes?
Can I hear? Can you?
You want me to do a voice line?
Yeah. I want.
Oh, it's from the spotlight.
Which one?
Ultimate.
Okay. Excavation initiation!
완전 똑같은데?
Oh no, you died. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Your voice is so beautiful.
Wait, is this Valeria's actual account?
So, I penny. Oh, excuse me.
Wait, it is. Wait, it's Valeria's actual account. That's awesome. That's so cute. That's so cute. Okay, next. I feel deeply disturbed by whatever I just witnessed.
Oh, great heavens! Bazinga! I was just being a silly Billy, like usual. Hello?
Wait, I haven't seen a TikTok like this for Overwatch in like a year and a half. Are we back?
That's when I see evil, freaky Billy walk in.
Who wants to get evil and freaky with me?
Gets the hell out of here, freaky Billy.
Wait, we might be back. When these kinds of edits start coming back, we might be back. Overwatch brain rot? These are not Overwatch brain rot. This is gaming brain rot. I've seen a bajillion Rivals TikToks just like this. Wait, we might be back. These are my favorite types of edits.
Down came the goblin and took the spider out.
What the F you doing there, Lamau? I'm just a chill guy.
Parkour! 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 Extreme! Parkour! 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 Surprise!
Definitely my guilty pleasure. I love these types of ones.